About 20 minutes and then the band will come on straight after me, and then about 45 minutes and then a break. We go to the bar and it's a lottery whether you get served or not, but have a go. Perhaps they'll got a few more on by then. Alright, so yeah, I am the supporter on a warm-up, as it's sometimes called, so if any of you need some support, or indeed warming up, right, I'm your first port of call, or your first poet of call. Right, I do, it's a bit of a minefield, this business, about PC being politically correct. I'll do my very best. I certainly won't be sexist, because, well, you know what women are like. I do short points. They're crap, but they're short, so they're soon over and we move on to the next one. Because a lot of points do long points and they get bad press from it. It can be boring. So we'll start off with a poem that's about that very thing. This is called Where a Lot of Points Go Wrong. Where a lot of points go wrong, it's making the points too long. What's that one? I need the old Harry Potters for this thing. I do read a lot of stuff because I've got an awful lot of material and I'm too old to remember it. So, anyone read Harry Potter? Yeah? I've never read them because I'm an adult. Okay, well, why do you want a poem? Why do you need a poem? You need a poem as much as a nail in your shoe or a hole in your head or an offer to take Anne Widdecombe to bed, a large increase in the price of fuel or the Sun newspaper in Liverpool, as much as we need a new virus strain or want the Russians in Ukraine, as much as an agoraphobia sufferer wants taken out, as much as a full English breakfast wants a portion of sprouts, or an arachnophobic gardener needs a spider plant. Thinking about that one. Or Dolly Parton needs a resting plant. Or the Sahara Desert needs more sand, like bagpipes would improve a brass band. As much as the Pope wants to know about the Big Bang, or Jeremy Hunt needs Cockney rhyming slang. Although, perhaps you do need a point. Like apple pie needs custard, sirloin steak needs mustard, like Iron Brew needs girders, like Midsummer needs murders. Like an architect needs an erection, not like that. Like a bodybuilder loves his reflection. Like a groom needs a best man. Like Love Island needs a fake tan. Like lockdown businesses needed Zoom. Like naked attraction needs a warm room. Like this poem needs to be satirical. Like the Tories need a bloody miracle. Like a politician needs a rant. Like Katie Hopkins needs a mouth transplant. Like Huckleberry Finn needed Tom Sawyer. Like Prince Andrew needs a good lawyer. Yeah, you do need the poem. Like you need the parts to make the whole. Like you need George, Ringo, John and Paul. Like the Beatles needed a Fab Four frenzy. Like Eleanor Rigby needed Father Mackenzie. Like public service workers like Lovely Rita needed to daily tend to the meters. Like Mr. Kite needed trampolines. Like Lucy in the Sky needed psychedelic dreams. Like Lady Madonna needed some glamour. Like Maxwell needed a silver hammer. Like John needed Paul, Paul needed John. And George rightly said, here comes the sun. I hope that some of those words will show it. That maybe you do need a poem. Ta. Are you all welcome? Anyone from a long way away?
Yes.
Where's that?
Didsbury.
Row 7. What? What's further than that? Where are you from, sorry?
Didsbury.
Didsbury?
The posh bit.
Blimey. I can get there free on my bus pass. That's not very far away.
St.
Anyway. Who?
St. Helens.
St. Helens. It's alright. Nothing funny to say about St. Helens. Just go. Okay, I'm going to do a very new, two new poems tonight. One now, and I'll finish with one. This is quite a topical sort of thing. It's called The Rain in Spain is Probably to Blame. I've been sent out to do the big shop, make sure that nothing was missed, but I could see I'd be up against it when tomatoes were top of the list. And there's been an insistence on fresh ones, the round ones that come in skids, an integral part of tomato salad. No good getting those in tins. I first asked at Aldi, then Morrison's, Spar, and Boots and Tesco. But the answer I got at each one was sorry, no tomato. I went to Sainsbury's and Asda, M&S, Lidl, Waitrose. Once again, all I heard was an endless stream of no-nos. No cherries, no vine, no beef, no salad, no pickle or no plum. And no tomato varieties at all, the delivery just hasn't come. These Mediterranean dishes without tomatoes are hard to please. Bruschetta is now just bread and oil. The salad caprese is just cheese. What about cold gazpacho? It's the one soup that I despise. So I suppose the lack of tomatoes there is a blessing in disguise. There's peppers, strawberries and raspberries, radish and other things red. If these don't satisfy your need, you buy ingredients instead. Thought I was then look at the market to hear the costermonger say, yes, we have no tomatoes. We have no tomatoes today. So the situation's looking grim. This could go on until summer. So I'll have to stop salads, eat fish and chips. Oh my goodness, what a bummer. What I do eat, I like fish and chips. I eat rubbish. I have fish and chips. The other weakness is Greggs.
Yeah.
I go with Greggs. Someone in from Greggs. It's the modern day stuff of life. It's the gourmet's gift to go. It's an ever-present on the high streets. It's a digestible, comestible show. A bakery bonanza, a showcase for the rat race. A plentitude of patisserie, a fab feed for the fat face. A substantial substance, a gorgeous George to embrace. A calorific catastrophe, a dietary coup de grace. It's a gastronomic colossus, a heart-testing port of call, a defibrillator facilitator, a flaky pastry ball. Don't worry about nutrition, don't worry too much about taste, don't worry about the cost, it's all going on your waist. For those with particular needs, the term vegan is now applied. We call it a sausage roll. No one knows what's inside. It's a puff pastry utopia. Its flakiness can't be beaten. Most of it ends up on the floor than what is actually eaten. Pastries of undeterminable description, an array of delights to access. Lying in a state, in a cabinet of hope, at a temperature that's anyone's guess. You want a decent snack or lunch? No pound bakery, cheap and nasty? You know you'll be in food heaven here, with a satisfying, lukewarm Greggs pasty. Thank you. Okay, I eat a lot of Greggs and fish and chips. Being single, I'm single by choice, not by choice. I love it. Oh, do you go to Tesco? Do a fantastic curry for one. It's and you get like a curry in a compartment, and a naan bread, and a samosa, and a little bowl to cry into. I had two very happy relationships that sadly ended up in marriage. So here's a little love poem for you. I'll take you by the hand and hold you tight. We'll make love throughout the night. I can't help feeling that it's not right for the other people on this long-haul flight. Okay, because it's a music gig tonight, I'll do a music poem. This is all about music was better when you were in your formative years, when you were teenagers, whatever. That's when music was better. We all think that, whatever age we are, that was the best era. So this is obviously about the 90s. I'll dedicate this to my granddad, who passed away peacefully in his sleep at a James Blunt concert. Music was better when I was a lad. Just look at all the stuff we had with the Beatles, Dylan, Elvis, Chuck Berry, T-Rex, Slade, Bowie, Ferry. Not to mention the Pistols, Clash, Undertones, with Floyd, Jethro Tull and the Rolling Stones, Sabbath, Zeppelin, Kings and the Who, hardly comparable with Berlin Blue. Little Mix, Spice Girls call themselves bands. Bands playing instruments with the mouths and the hands. Don't start me off on boy bands, oh no. So you know where they can go. With real musicians like Winwood and Frampton, Hendrix, Page, Beck and Clapton. And it was the night to challenge the rest. Bieber, Sam Smith, Kanye bloody West. Louis Capaldi, how he made the grade. What will he do when his looks start to fade? You don't have to be good looking to be a pop star, don't you? It was the 80s this all changed, with Mick Hucknall. He made it fashionable to be ugly in pop music. Well, he's telling the truth. And then it went out, Ed Sheeran. Louis Capaldi. Rag and Bone Man, have you seen him? He looks like he's been bobbing for apples in a chip pan. Well, he looks that way. So back in the day, the stage clothes were top. Today there's more style in a charity shop. No, music was better when I was a lad. Even though I'm old now, I was there and I'm glad. So where will we be when real music's gone? Oh yeah, I remember. Radio 1. I just got to check my phone to see if my 2 hours is up. Oh yeah. Times changed, though, don't they, with pop music. I used to have a poster of Debbie Harry on my bedroom wall, and with that tennis poster I had. Do you remember the girl scratching them up? And now, I watch TV now, and I get excited when I see that woman on the advert for walk-in baths. It changed. Another love poem. You'd be gone so long, never thought I'd see the time through. I've missed you. There's a hole in my life. It can only be filled by you. Or your sister. Right, this is this one's about being old and how it's tough being old. I don't know if any of you will be able to relate to this. Yeah, most of it. You can do like old age bingo. You can do on this. Where everything I mentioned, you can tick them off. You know, I've got that. It's called Aging Ain't Easy. Aging ain't easy. It comes with diseases, with aches and pains and toilet strains, weakening brains and varicose veins, constant sweating, worrying, forgetting, doctor's appointments, rubbing ointments, taking pills to ward off ills, transplants, big pants, wrinkles, liver spots, shingles, chamber pots, heavy framework, sitting down, feeling regretful, panicky, fretful, hearing aids, glasses, no more passes, no hair on the head, ears and nose instead. With withering parts, involuntary farts, burning hot flushes and quick toilet rushes. Feel what coming on there? Ailments battling, tablets rattling, sagging and drooping, hunching and stooping, surgical stockings looking quite shocking, rheumatoid arthritis, asthma, bronchitis. Your expected vanity drives you to insanity. Your joints are worn, you look forlorn, bones are clicking and creaking and parts of you are leaking. And you feel doom and gloom as you walk in the room and you suddenly sigh. You can't remember why. Your waterworks don't. Your certain urges won't. You're right up the junction with erectile dysfunction. Things won't harden in that grey front garden. Or you feel uneasy and slightly queasy, coughing or wheezy. Yeah, aging ain't easy. Thank you. This is a love poem I'm going to risk. It's called I Am. I'm the wine in your glass. I'm your mail, first class. I'm the bullet in your gun and the cream in your bun. I'm the bin to take your trash. I'm the sausage for your mash. I'm the mate in your soul. I'm the toad in your hole. I'm your first teenage crush. I'm the bird in your bush. I'm the strobe of your beat. I'm the probe in your meat. I'm your beer from Bavaria. I'm the balls in your play area. I'm the bolt docked in your key. I'm the torpedo in your sea. I'm the cure for your fever. I'm the log for your beaver. You're taking this the wrong way, aren't you? I'm the guy you need to have some fun. If you want an innuendo, I'll give you one. It'll take all this to make you see that I'm the one for you and you're the one for me. Thank you. I don't want to come over as desperate, but I went 14 years without any sex. Then on the 15th, but okay. All right, not long now. Anything to tell you? Oh yeah, I've got some books for sale if you're interested. There we are. Four volumes of Oscar Wilde would be proud of this. And there's a table out now where I'll be selling them later. If you're interested, it doesn't matter if you're not. But there is a guarantee with them. You buy one, you don't like it, bring it back to me. And I'll give you a book I don't like. So that's fair enough, isn't it? Right. Another thing I suffer from is heartburn, and I used to think that's not very rock and roll until I found out that Pete Townsend suffers from heartburn from The Who. So I thought, if he gets it, that's good enough for me. So this is my mini rock opera about heartburn for Pete Townsend. To facilitate my acid reflux control, every day I take omeprazole. This here prescription seems the best to stop that burning in the chest, and if the bugger's still not gone, then next up it's the Nexium. I feel like I'm not a complete man until I've taken a dose of Buscopan. There's no easy way to fully appease gastroesophageal reflux disease. And if the condition continues, then is the time to dig out the trusty Rennies. How best to make the situation placid and banish that bloody excessive acid. How can I really have a good time if I can't have pies and chips and wine and chocolate? That's another one. Sends me for the Gaviscon. Instead, I must take chalk libation. I've got to have my acid sedation. These drugs are my God-sent salvation. I'm just talking about no medication. Thank you. I bought a celebrity blow-up doll, the Kim Kardashian one. By the time its arse was inflated, my inclination had gone. Two more. Yeah, I'll do that one. There's a red line in this. It's called Why Doesn't the Poet Get Groupies? It's not exactly glamorous spending most of the time just playing around with words and trying to make things rhyme, because poets don't get groupies like Harry Styles and Miley Cyrus. They tend to be kept at a distance like a dose of coronavirus. In the old days with Keats and Byron, they weren't short of some action, but the poet, like Mick Jagger sang, can't get no satisfaction. There's no one waiting at the bar or gagging outside the stage door to help this desperate sex life, which by now is looking poor. You see, poets don't get groupies. Nothing sexy about rhyming rants. No one offers special favours or throws the odd pair of pants. No, there doesn't seem much interest. His confidence is flagging. He writes poems to impress the girls, but no one wants to bang him. So if there are any groupies out there with a lust who want to show it, just scrape that barrel far enough, you just might find the poet. Thank you. I make that long enough to subject you to when you came to see a fantastic band, and you're going to get that in a moment. So I'll finish with this one. I'm really indulging here because I only wrote this, honestly, I wrote this afternoon. And I thought, I like this, I want to try it because it's such a fantastic audience. I knew it was going to be like this. So I wrote this one, and this is a serious point, which I'll finish with, and it's about the place we live, Lancashire, and it seems like you're all from Lancashire, because no one's further than St Helens. Or is that? No, we don't count Merseyside and Manchester. Lancashire. From the roller coasters of Blackpool to the rolling Pennine Hills, from the industrious valley of Rosendale, with the ghosts of cotton mills, with the bustling marketplaces, coastal towns with fishing fleets, to antics on the cobbles on Lowry-esque Salford streets. Compare the rural village greens, the chocolate box sit pretty, to high-rise tenement blocks looming gloomy on the city. Christmas lights and frantic nights in Manchester city centre, a cosmopolitan world round here to thrill seekers who don't enter. Time is of no relevance to architecture juxtaposed, from John Ryler's library's magnificent to Beaton Tower across the road. And inland, amid the hills, the reservoirs and lakes help make this country quite unique, a beauty, no mistake. Steam trains draw a contoured map across the unspoilt lands, cutting safely through the greenbelt in a good, safe pair of hands. And towns and villages dot the lanes, with heritage aplenty, castles and ruins that paint a scene of kings and queens and gentry. History confronts at every turn, times never to be forgot, an appreciation of all around and everything we've got. The coastal sites and follies, windmills turn the grain, life centres show the safe way, and the lift climbs the tower again. The sprawling Morecambe Bay, walkers brave across the sand. We've pretty much got it all in this varied northwest land. We've had 4 seasons in one day. We're famous for our weather, but we wouldn't have it any other way. It's Lancashire. Yes, Lancashire forever. Thank you, and thanks for listening. Thank you very much. Don't go anywhere. It's all going to start in just a second, and then we'll have an interval of 45 minutes where you'll be forming a massive queue at my bookstore. So, thanks very much. Cheers.